We're facing the biggest food crisis of modern human times, according to Federated Farmers.
Russia's invasion of Ukraine is having many ripple effects, but aside from the loss of life, the impact on food supply and costs around the world and here is expected to be one of the worst. Juliet Speedy reports.
Canterbury arable farmer David Clark isn't mincing his words.
The largest food crisis that's faced modern human existence.
One of the crops he grows near Ashburton is wheat, but it's Ukraine and Russia that are known as the world's breadbasket. Together they usually export 30% of the world's wheat alongside many other key crops and oils.
This shouldn't be understated at just how serious this is, taking an agricultural producer the size of Ukraine out of production.
One study found Russia and Ukraine are responsible for 12% of the world's calories. Many of Ukraine's wheat and cornfields are now battlefields. Many farmers there are now full-time soldiers. Plus, exports have halted entirely. Strict sanctions on Russia from many countries now, including New Zealand, also means many of their exports are now out of the global supply.
This is going to have a major impact on the world supply of food.
But the Prime Minister is playing down the impact on this country.
They're less likely to directly impact New Zealand, but will have an impact on the world as a whole.
But food prices have already risen steadily over the past year as global demand has struggled to keep up with COVID-19 disruptions. And the Russian invasion puts enormous pressure on the entire global supply chain, which significantly impacts New Zealand.
We've seen that annual food price inflation has already gone to 6.8%, and we are expecting that it's going to continue going upwards.
Russia is also the #1 exporter of fertiliser globally, one of the most important products for New Zealand farmers.
We've seen a 200 to 300% rise in our fertiliser costs so far. Fertiliser prices around the world had been rising anyway as energy prices were rising, but now the Russian invasion of Ukraine has made that much worse.
You could see it go to triple what you would have paid last year. It's becoming harder and harder and more expensive to produce.
The outlook isn't good, given nobody knows how long the war will last.
The pathway going forward doesn't provide any relief.
And while farmers know sanctions are more than necessary,
I stand alongside the Ukrainian villagers and farmers who are being murdered by Putin.
They also know how hard New Zealand families will be hit. Juliet Speedy, News Hub.